Today is a very special day, okay? Because we are gonna do a KB session of 1M65 and 4M65. Okay, for those people who don't know what's KB, you're not a Singaporean. But it simply means. But what on earth is 1M65 and 4M65? Okay, do you know, Kate?
I'll be lying if I say no, but for the sake of this video, I don't know. What's that?
Okay, so the 1M65 strategy is actually very simple. Okay, it capitalizes on the fact that, you know, for a couple, young couple, maybe, you know, 28, 29, 30 years old, what you do is that you tamba $130,000 each into your CPF special account and Medisave account, okay? And just let it compound over 35 years, okay? And by the time you retire at 65, you will have, you know, $1 million and possibly up to $4 million, okay? And that's the cornerstone of 1M65. And why is it possible? It's because of the powerful word called compounding. We have got a number of followers, okay? However, recently there's a lot of people who about it, okay? So I read them and I, you know, see what they say. You know, today I'll get Kate to represent the KB party, okay? And I will try as much as possible, not just to defend, but to try to persuade and maybe, you know, to move you to a point of neutrality or maybe even a convert. How about that? Okay? And we have Miss KB here today! Yay!
Hello everybody. It's like general election, you know. I'm running now. So, Mr. Liu, you have converted many people, okay? Converted. Yes, and now many of them are believers. Actually, on your Telegram group, you have about 7K of them. And your talks have almost full attendance. But you also have many non-believers. Especially, right, young people like me. Because you know, all those fake news and things, super prevalent now. Okay, I know and I understand the woes of my generation. And I think I'm going to be the advocate today to share their arguments why many people think your idea sucks. So my first problem that my people want to bring up.
Round 1. Fight!
Is 1M65 to 4M65 is only for the rich and highly educated. So people, right, that never go into uni cannot do. Ordinary people, ordinary Singaporeans like you and I cannot achieve. Is that true?
Miss KB, okay, thank you for your argument. Ladies and gentlemen, in all investment, you surely need some money to start with. You know, 有钱先生钱容易，没钱生鸡蛋都难。You know, it basically means that you really need some money. So no money, no talk. But fortunately for most Singaporean and PRs, you know, all of us have some CPF to start with the minute you work. It is true that your salary is high. You know, you can top up your CPF faster, but only to a certain extent. Why is it so? Okay, we have got a very, very smart government. They are very careful that the rich don't take advantage of this high CPF ordinary account and special account interest rates. So what do? They put a lot of caps. People who are high salary only contribute up to $6,000. Okay, beyond that, tangku. Second is that, you know, I know you can have a lot of salary, but every year you cannot top up more than $37,740 to your CPF. Okay, so they have put a cap to it. And last is that, you know, once you hit what we call a full retirement sum of $181,000 in a special account, that's it. They don't allow you to put it anymore. So even you're rich, you want to put money inside, they say,
Cannot.
tangku. Okay, wait long. Miss KB. Thank you for question. CBK, right? Very fake. Okay, I cannot be a politician.
The second concern that my people have brought up to me is this.
Round 2. Fight!
So to paint you some context first, the ordinary account to special account transfer is one directional. After you transfer, it is illiquidity until retirement, correct?
Deal.
So you cannot take out.
Deal.
But right, what if you need the money in an emergency? Then how? Especially after this COVID-19 experience, right? What if we lose our jobs, right? And then we pokai? You know, we might not have enough money in our ordinary account to pay for our mortgages. 30 years is a long time to hope that nothing bad happens to our CPF. So how?
Again, thank you, Miss KBKB. Okay. This is a real consideration. It's true, when you transfer your money from OA to SA, you cannot see it until, you can't touch it, cannot use it until you're 55 years old. Okay. But what we are encouraging today is transferring of the OA to SA. The OA itself, frankly speaking, cannot have many use anyway. Really, your OA only have one or two major use. One of them is buy a house, which we'll talk about it later. Okay, and some other aspect like paying for university and things like that. Let's park it aside first. Actually, the path to wealth, okay, really is not very difficult. The path to wealth usually have about 2 steps. Number 1, find something that compounds. When something compounds, the graph moves this way. The second step you need to do is to throw money in and then leave it untouched for a long period of time so that the thing can move up and up and up all the way. Okay. A lot of people in the past, your grandfather generation, maybe old uncle's generation, they make a lot of money through buying houses and property. Why?
Right.
Because what they do is they buy a house and they live inside it and don't sell it don't touch it for 10, 20, 30 years. That's exactly more or less the same as your CPF. You put money in and then you live it inside. They buy the house, they leave it there and let it slowly grow. And when they sell it for 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the house that they purchased. Compounding works that way. Who loses money? I tell you who loses money. Those people who buy today, sell next day, buy today, sell next day, 1 week later or whatever. They hand itchy, see, wow, make some money, sell, but then after that, thinking that they can buy when it crash, and then they anyhow buy, blah, 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 they lose a lot of money.
Round 3. Fight!
What if the government, right, it changes its rules? What if the government lowers the CPF interest rates from 4% to something else? Maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe it's just not there anymore.
Friends, fellow Singaporeans, I don't represent the government. Can the government change its rules? Yes. Okay. Can the government lower the interest rate of the CPF? Yes. But think of the situation when that happens. What happened to the government? What people do to the government? Would they?
The government confirm get a lot of complaints on.
Yeah, people government thing, right?
Then you'll lead my party.
Okay. Bottom line is, the government, if they can, they don't want to lower the interest rate. Can they lower it? Yes. Can they change the scheme? Yes. Can they change the scheme worse? Yes. Their government can do anything. But when that happens, what happened to them? Vote hoisty, all the Singaporeans will say, right? Oh, let's go. Whoops. So therefore, if the government have to lower the interest rates or do anything bad to the CPF scheme that will adversely impact you, what do you think the economic situation would be?
Really bad.
Be really, really bad,
Worse
right?
than now.
Yeah. So even right now, COVID, how many millions of people kena over the world economy, who can we see, Singapore airline, almost no flights flying. Changi Airport gonna goes down like that, and still we haven't lowered the interest rates. So therefore, can they do it? If the day it comes to do it, means we very, very jealous. At that time, I can assure you, if they lower it, you cannot find anything else that's better than it anyway. So you LL. You have no choice because there's nothing else. Okay? There's nothing else in the world that can give you a better interest rate, even if it's lower.
Now I'll be even more fired up because this is something that I personally stand for.
Final round. Fight!
So, the 1M65 requires youngsters to make a lot of financial sacrifices when we are young. No matter how I tell you, you don't understand youngsters. No matter how much I explain.
I was young once.
Yeah, but now times are different, There's a generation gap, Now it's the digital age. Last time you don't have digital. What? Your phones now can be used as bricks. You can build houses with that. It's about working smart, not working hard, right? Many believe in YOLO. You only live once. Besides, frugality is so difficult to practice nowadays. A lot of social and family pressure on what is expected as a basic living. Your time and our time is definitely different.
My heart goes out for those, okay, who really feel this pain. Okay, is it a prime minister? Okay, 1M65 and 4M65 really, it's about deferment of immediate gratification of money. You defer that and let compounding take its course. But what's the beauty of 1M65 and 4M65 strategy is that it utilizes funds that you generally cannot touch anyway. So therefore, you cannot use it to buy your iPhones. You cannot use it to buy your Hai Di Lao. You cannot use it to buy your beautiful Gucci bags and things like that. Really use an amount of money which actually, can you pay attention please?
I'm trying on my Gucci bag.
What you do is that you actually take money that is actually being locked up, but just transferring it from a semi-lockup position to a very lockup position and let it compound, which is your ordinary account to a special account. What kind of luxury do you forego in this process? Only one thing, mainly. That's your property, your beautiful house. I'm not asking you not to stay in the house. I just say that, buy yourself a adequate enough HDB BTO to stay in. I want to share with you this interesting discovery that I have. Many followers in my 1M65 Telegram group, and I encourage you all to join here.
Downstairs.
Downstairs, okay.
Downstairs.
Okay. Many of them are early followers of my movement, and they discovered the 1M65 and 4M65 strategy early. They actively work very hard, top up, stay in humble houses, be very thrifty in their life. By early 30s, many of them have filled up their full retirement sum. What is full retirement sum? That's the special account max.
181k.
Wow, that's sibei ho, not
Thank
bad.
you. Wow, damn smart, right?
$181,000. Many of them have filled up when they are in their early 30s, and that $181,000 will compound, to multi-million dollars as a couple, at the rate they are going. If they can do it, and they're not high income earners, but the key thing is they start when they're young. They discover early, they have the guts to do it, and they willing to make some sacrifices when they're young. I'm very encouraged by them because by midlife they would have been there, and they will have a very nice life to enjoy for when beyond their 40s. So I encourage everybody that while cost of living is high, it's a matter of choice and a matter of decision, right? If you're willing to make adjustment to your life when you're young, when you're reach midlife like me, you get to enjoy life.
Now, everybody, thank you for listening to this whole video. And I hope that you are in favor of the 1M65 party, and hopefully less of you are from the KBKB party. And if you want to be a part of this whole big family, this 1M65, 4M65 family,
so that you can be rich when you retire.
That's right. You have to subscribe to this, or you can join our Telegram group, which can be found in the description box below. Ding. So I guess I'll see you guys around in the next video.
Kate is going to start her university education. We wish her well, and better pay attention in school and stop looking at boys and handsome boys.
I cannot look at boys, it's online class.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, COVID-19.
Okay, alright. So we'll see you again, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye bye.